to my channel, Adventures with Amirah. Today I'm just going to be going over some empties with you guys. I like to see what everybody's using and what makes everybody happy and what doesn't, so I know what not to purchase. So let's get into it. One of the first things I want to talk about is this Lorac Performance Foundation. I wasn't ever happy with this. I'm not sure if this is still available or not, but if it is, I would not purchase. It made my skin really dry and flaky every time I would put it on, even when we moved to Florida, which is a very humid environment, so definitely not a repurchase. I really enjoy this Monoi Tiki Tahiti oil. Pink So Foxy is the first person that turned me on to this, and it's just such a nicely moisturizing product. It has a vanilla bean that comes inside of it, which I actually took the vanilla bean out and I put it in my replenishment bottle of this. I try to keep this on hand, but this is great for after you shave or anything like that. You can use it as a hair treatment. You can do about 10 million things with coconut oil, but this one's just actually scented with vanilla, and it actually comes from Tahiti, so I love this. I normally order this from Vitacost, and if you get it on there, you can normally get it on sale for about $6.99 a bottle, and it lasts quite a long time, so that's a good deal. Then I ordered this Queen Helene cocoa butter, or I normally order these from Vitacost as well. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart, but we use cocoa butter for a plethora of different things, from scars when the kids get scratches or little boo-boos at school, or just different little spots or whatnot you might have in your skin. You can also use it on your lips as a lip balm, or on your feet, you know, as a moisturizing treatment. It just really works for a lot of different things, so we always have cocoa butter on hand. We use that one up. And then we also use this healing balm from Lemongrass Spa. Now, I wasn't very happy with this. It worked pretty well, but it's super greasy. It's one of those very emollient products. Like, if you put this on your feet, you better put socks on, which you would think is a good thing, but it would smell so strong because of the essential oils that are in this that it almost would keep me awake at night. And it's a soothing smell, but it's a little bit of an overkill. And honestly, it just was a little too greasy for me. Like, I would have to wash my hands after I put it on, so I never want to have to go through that. I use this I purchased this at Ross. It's this giant bottle of vanilla scented bath wash. Just know you're supposed to be able to use this as a 3-in-1, as shampoo and body wash and whatnot, but we just use it as a body wash, and it works pretty good. They normally keep those on hand at Ross in different scents. I grabbed this at the DollarTree at one point, and it's a different coconut body wash, but it's really liquid wash. Like, it just pours out. It's not very creamy or thick, but you know, I mean, it was only $1, so you can't be too sad about it. Now, this Aussie moisturizing shampoo, it took us forever to use this. I don't like product. I get burned out on stuff, so I don't like products that just seem like they take forever. You say, oh, it's such a good value because it's so big, but for somebody like me, that actually doesn't end up being a good value because it gets on my nerves long before I ever use it up. And the thing I didn't like about this, it doesn't have a traditional Aussie smell to it, so it doesn't have that kind of a grape or more of a fruity smell to it. It didn't smell like that at all. It has a little bit more of a clean shampoo smell, but a little bit more floral than fruity. So it kind of gave me a headache, and I actually would notice that if I would use it for too long in the shower, it would just make me almost have asthma problems from this, because it would just flare up my asthma. So I told my husband and my son, y'all can use that, but I won't be able to use that anymore, so I'm kind of glad that's an empty. Another repurchase that I've already made is for the Dove cucumber, and this is cucumber and green tea scent deodorant. We really like this. Works really well. It has a soft smell to it, so I try to always get these. I use these Ole Hendrickson Truth to Go. That's my dog. He rings the front doorbell. Like, we have these little bells on the door that we had at Christmas time. They're little Mickey heads with bells on them, and we kept them on there because when we got our puppy, he just learned within the first week we had him to go ring the bell when he needs to go potty. So I'll have to tell my son in a second, you gotta take the doggy out, he needs to go potty. The puppy is so smart. These little Ole Hendrickson facial wipes, these work pretty well. They have more of a citrusy smell to it. That's one of the things I like about this brand. I got these from Sephora in one of those summer travel packs or something where you get 4 or 5 different products, and they work pretty well, so I may repurchase those. I bought some of these makeup remover cleansing cloths from e.l.f. as well. I try to just always have little stuff like this. And I wasn't really happy with these. They kind of left that strange film on your face. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but some wipes seem like they just leave a residue behind, and I don't like that. I don't want to have to wash my face again. Like if I'm just trying to quickly wipe something off, I don't want to have to rewash it. That kind of defeats the purpose for me. Here's one of those CeraVe creams that I purchased at the Dollar Tree, and we've already gone through a whole tube of it. It's really good if you have really dry skin, so that's a great item. I would repurchase, but I've never seen them again, so I better be glad I got the ones I got. I finished off my OptiFresh Replenish contact lens solution, but I really like the moisture one better. It seems to work better with my eyes. I finished off another one of these e.l.f. moisturizing cuticle pens. I don't know if you can see this in the light, but this works really well. I keep one of these by the bed, and I put this on my cuticles before I go to bed at night. This is the Nourishing Cuticle Pen with avocado and almond oils. So it's just like a little, it almost looks like a little felt tip marker. And you just put it on here, but this one's dried up. I've had it for quite some time. I try to keep these on standby, so I buy quite a few at a time from e.l.f. when I put my orders in online. I never see those in the store, but I always buy them online. And I saved the insert out of this. These razors work amazingly well. I used to get problems with razor burn, just like on the sides of my legs or whatever sometimes, or I would cut myself. My best friend used to joke at me like, how do you always slice your leg up in the shower? I'm like, I don't know. It's me and the razors. And I had tried all kinds of different expensive razors. And then I think she told me about these, and they have just made a big difference in my life. I don't have any of those problems anymore. Why it took me so many years to figure that out and finally find decent razors that I love, I have no idea, but I'm glad I found them. I showed this before in my How to Grow Long Hair video, and this is one of the treatments, and I was telling you then that I would put it in the Empties video, so here it is. I'll probably repurchase this. This is another one of those things though, that if it's not ventilated in there and I don't have the fans on or something when I'm using it and I'm trying to leave it in my hair for quite a few minutes in the shower, it will kind of agitate my asthma just a little bit, so warning. But it's worth it. The benefits outweigh the problems that you get with it, so hey. And then I was going to show you guys too, this is a different one that I purchased from the Dollar Tree that I was hoping would be a supplement to the e.l.f. one that I use for my cuticles. And it's just a little, it says Enregen cuticle oil, but this made my cuticles like inflamed and itchy. I guess there's something in here that I must be allergic to. I didn't really see anything in the ingredients that looked crazy, but for me it just did not work. So it's not really an empty, but it's getting tossed in the trash. And then I rinsed this out because I was going to use it for something else. I was going to do a DIY in this bottle because I liked it because it was shaped like the Eiffel Tower, but I was like, yeah, I'm just tossing it. But this is the Sweet on Paris scent that they discontinued. It kind of looks like a mint green liquid that has sparkles in it, but it smells so good, like a, I don't know, almost like a lemony meringue cookie or something like that. It just smells so nice. Every time I wear it, my husband would just love it, and they discontinued it. But I was able to find somebody on eBay where I could purchase probably, I think I got 5 or 6 of these off eBay from a seller, and so I'm down to my last one. This was my next to the last one, so I'm sad that I'm almost out because they've never brought it back at their semi-annual sales like they do with my coconut stuff. But I've just been looking for it, and you can't hardly find it online anymore, but I just love this particular scent. It always smells so good. All right, well, that's everything. Hopefully I got to share some things with you guys that you might want to go out and try yourself, and maybe share some things that you don't want to have to waste your money on. Thank you guys so much for visiting my channel. Please subscribe below and let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. Have a great day. Bye-bye.